from New York City. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
He's got the connection to Moore, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up fourth down. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Tua going to throw. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Tua now on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Ultra.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he's got room. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease, it bursts through it for a solid gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And check down, complete to Hall. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Room here to run. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Hey, go steal!
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Wilson. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They'll run with Hall. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Who dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. The Jets at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Straight ahead is Hall. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll find Hall. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Right.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Here's Berrios.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Here's Wilson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Again, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go, set. Ready?
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's Hill, complete. He's got room at the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Okay, ready?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12. A big first down to get away from the end zone. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Wilson to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Hall. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. Back to the ground with Hall. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Let's go!
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
Hey, go
On play action, here's Tua. Able to shake him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Zuerlein now for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
On the double.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Running the counter with Mostert. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here comes Berrios. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. Takes it to about the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hall again on 2nd down. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So it's a victory here for